Eyewitness testimonies through a child's metacognitive perspective. When people testify in court, they swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. People testify what they perceive as the truth from their beliefs and memories regarding the circumstance. Defendants' lives depend on a person's metacognitive process of being the eyewitness. The credibility of the witness can be hindered by misinformation about the event and false memories they have perceived about the event. Adult confidence in their testimonies can be influenced through the presentation of information. How do children process information or events when they are the witness? We are going to view a crime through a child's eyes and find out how he gets to be the accurate eyewitness. Eyewitness testimonies. The perception that people can achieve this standard of truth in the courtroom is an example of how metacognition is relevant to law and eyewitness testimony. The standard of truth is relevant to a person's beliefs about their own memory, other people's memories, and the confidence that others are remembering correctly. A person's beliefs are influenced with respect to suppressing or disregarding evidence, confidence, and false memories. A car drives through what you remember as a stop sign. Repeated suggestion to you that the sign was a yield gives wrong information of the event and creates a false memory that is believed. Use of words impacts memories of the event. What are your perceptions when asked, how fast were the cars going when they smashed? Compare that statement to how fast were the cars going when they hit. Metacognitive monitoring fails with belief of a false memory. Children's metacognitive monitoring is vulnerable during pressure. Implanted emotional memories prove a higher confidence and a higher false memory. How are children's memories not manipulated during an interview? The cognitive interview. It encourages the witness to tell the story in their own words. A witness is guided through 4 memory-enhancing procedures. 1, thinking about the context, the physical surroundings, their personal and emotional reactions to what happened. 2, reporting everything that comes to mind. No detail, even though it may be small, is unimportant. 3, remembering the events of several different sequences. They may have to tell the story from beginning to end and then reverse the order, or tell about the high points, the emotional stress points, down to the low points of the story. 4, they're going to recall the events from different perspectives, a different person's point of view. Maybe they're going to look down on the scene as an observer. This is how a cognitive interview happens. This is also how the defendant is prepared for court. They're able to recite their story in their own words with complete accuracy. Historically, the judicial system has been biased against relying on eyewitness accounts of children. The amount of information recalled or recognized generally increases with age, and children have growing competence in knowing how to know through growth of recall ability as they age. Children also show greater recall when specific questioning techniques are used. It is not how much a child remembers, but the accuracy. When using the report option, and this is an option to choose which pieces of information to report and which to withhold by a child or any eyewitness. It is unclear to what extent children are capable of strategically regulating their memory, reporting in accordance with competing demands for maximizing both the quantity, which is the whole truth, and the accuracy, nothing but the truth, of their testimony. Adults will attempt to avoid providing wrong answers by responding, "I don't remember." Children do not like saying, "I don't know." It's not an acceptable answer. A child that has developed their ability to differentiate between informational items of right and those likely wrong demonstrate monitoring. Children as young as 7 years old are able to utilize the option of free report to provide more dependable testimony through regulation of their memories to produce accurate record of past event when given the option of free report. Watch this interview with a child forensic interviewer using report option with a 4-year-old eyewitness to murder.
You said that your mom was crying?
Yeah, I heard the fighting. The fight home.
The fight.
The boy's dead.
The boy is dead. Tell me who shot Chris.
Mommy shot him.
Mommy shot him. Okay.
Mommy's hands are dirty and stinky.
They're dirty and stinky?
Yeah.
Tell me why they were dirty and stinky.
They need to wash your hands.
Oh, okay. Tell me what she had on her hands.
Bleed.
Testimonies and a child's memory. Immediate questioning of younger children leads to higher accuracies of the event due to children's memories deteriorate with time. Children can regulate their memory, reporting to produce a more accurate record of past events when they are allowed to screen out wrong answers and when they are motivated to do so. Children can be trusted with the option of free report when used sensibly to produce dependable testimony. They control their memory reporting instead of being pressured. Children as young as 8 reliably discriminated correct response from incorrect ones on open-ended, unbiased recall questions. Eyewitness identification improves when the lineup test is unbiased by disclosing to children the offender may not be present. Children's identification and the silhouette. A new technique which uses a silhouette of an additional person in police lineups improves evidence given by child witnesses by 30%, according to psychologists at the Open University.
In our research, we show a film of a mock crime. Then after a delay, we show a lineup. We show lineups where the culprit is present, and we're interested in how accurate the witness is at making an identification. And we also show a lineup where the culprit isn't present, and this is to simulate the situation that the police have arrested the wrong person. Here we're interested in whether the witness picks somebody from the lineup, even though the culprit isn't there. We found that if we introduced a silhouette, we improved the levels of accuracy by 30%. Including the additional option of a silhouette allows children to choose someone without making a false identification.
Children can regulate memory to produce accurate record of past events when given the option of free report. The quantity, the whole truth, and the accuracy, nothing but the truth, of their testimony enables a child to be a credible eyewitness. Eyewitness Global Perspective Example 1. The court system of the United Kingdom and Canada were against eyewitness testimony until 2 years ago when a young girl gave testimony, causing the defendant to plead guilty. In Yugoslavia, the court prefers eyewitness testimony. Judges look to the testimonies as being a way to render a fair judgment. It also helps the people of the region and the international community to learn the truth about crimes committed. In Yugoslavia, being an eyewitness is valuable and necessary in the justice system. Thank you for viewing Eyewitness Testimonies through a child's metacognitive perspective. Please review references on the following slide. Thank you. Stop.